Hello! Welcome to week 4 of Blackrock Mountain, and we are currently at, Blackwing Lair. We have defeated this fucking asshole last week, and we're on our way to fucking beat fucking, what's his name? Fucking Nefarious here. Oh, spoilers. Anyways!
I will send help so you can defeat Nefarious.
I already beat the boss, but I am re-recording because it took me like 4 hours to beat him. The guy who beat heroic mode first on stream was like took him like an hour to do it. So from to do normals and heroics, and it took me 4 hours because I got stuck trying to beat this fucking asshole.
This is one of my greatest achievements.
Yeah, this guy was fucking incredibly hard, and it took me 3 hours to beat him. This guy by himself took me 3 hours, and I did not look up help or anything. I wanted to do it on my own, think up my own decks to beat him. And it took me so fucking long to beat him. This guy made me so fucking angry, man. And so as a result, I didn't really want to edit a 4-hour video down. So I was like, fuck it, let's just re-record me doing this again, like I did a couple weeks ago. And so I have 4 pre-made decks, the 4 decks that I used to beat these bosses is the 4 decks I'm gonna show to you guys today. And again, just word of caution or whatever. These decks are not, I'm not saying they're the best decks to beat these bosses. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're a 100% chance guaranteed to beat these bosses. They're just the decks that I used to beat them, and they may have like a 5% chance to win. I got lucky or something. So let's go with the first boss here. We got ourselves Razor Gore. His gimmick is very similar to Gar, if you remember from Molten Core. If you remember Gar, he had like these 0-5 creatures or something like that on the board, and then his hero power did 1 damage to all minions on the board, and then when the creatures died, they did like 3 damage to your face or something like that. This guy has like a very similar mechanic, but it goes up, instead of dealing damage to the minions, he heals them or adds 1 health to them, which you'll see right here. I suck at talking, but you'll see what's happening here. So he has these eggs. Corrupted egg, when the egg reaches 5 health, 5 or more health, it hatches, right? In normal mode, it only has to reach 4 health, but it starts off at 1 or something like that. And I don't know how powerful the dragon is when it hatches, but in heroic mode, when it hatches into a dragon, it's a 7/7 dragon, so it's very scary. And then the hero power gives all corrupted eggs 1 health, and then summons a corrupted egg. So it's a very snowball-y potential. This boss is actually probably one of the easier heroic bosses, I would say, but it's still pretty hard. As you'll see. So the goal behind my deck is I run a lot of taunts, and I run a lot of ways to deal at least 1 damage to the all minions. And Crazy Alchemist can kill these eggs outright. And then the idea is to prevent him from hatching eggs, but to allow me to hatch eggs, to allow me to steal his eggs and hatch them. So that is the gimmick behind how I play this deck. And I run Master Spell in case I fail to kill these eggs or fail to keep them below 5 health so that they don't hatch. And the idea is to try to keep his board just filled with only corrupted eggs. You can only have 7 minions max on your side on each side of the board. So the idea is to just keep killing his minions that are not eggs, and then have him be a board full of eggs, and then Master Spell the fuck out of them. And the main thing to be careful about is that he does run Bloodlust. So 7 eggs plus Bloodlust is 21 damage potential to your face. So I run a shit ton of taunts, to, like a Deathlord, for example, to prevent that potential. And I just gotta wait till I drop my Cabal Shadow Priest or maybe Shadow Madness, and then just steal the eggs and hatch and all that, like I said. Shadowwood Pain for that guy. Keep them as low as possible without killing them. He can Bloodlust this turn, but it won't kill me. Bloodlust, again, plus 7 eggs is only 21 damage, so as long as I'm over 21 health, I'm not afraid of dying to him. Well, that's a good draw. Got Cabal Shadow Priest.
My fate is sealed.
At this point, leave 1 egg unsilenced and just steal it with Cabal Shadow Priest, and then... Oh, FYI, the programming in this game is kind of bad. You notice that when you, when there's more than, like, 3 eggs on the field, and he uses the hero power, each individual egg plays that sound effect, but then they all, like, get combined into one loud-ass sound effect instead of, you know, proper programming and shit. Fucking Blizzard.
Let me change your mind.
He's gonna die. Okay. So I stole the egg. It gets buffed up. Oh my god, it's so loud. I run a powered shield so I can combo with Shadow Madness to steal the egg and immediately blow the egg up. Kind of want to save this until I get Shadow Madness.
Obey.
Get my ton out. So this guy's gonna turn into a dragon. He's gonna hatch. And there's Bloodlust. This is why I run taunts. This hurts a lot. I don't know how many Bloodlust he has. He has at least 2. But this is looking good. Let's probably just go face. So loud. Can't do anything. Draw my second Cabal Shadow Priest. Steal another egg. Look at this shit. Pretty easy. Pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Ah. You know, the other day I realized I had pretty bad hearing, and this does not fucking help. I have to play the game with, like, lowered volume because of shit like this. Probably could have swapped this and power shield swapped that. Would that have been lethal? No, I shouldn't have been. Doesn't matter. And then we win. Pretty easy. So you just gotta keep yourself above 21 health, clear out any of his creatures that are not eggs, silence them, etc. Steal his eggs, steal the unsilenced eggs, and fuck them up. So let me show you the deck list. Adjustments could be made. Baron Geddon is just there to prevent the eggs from going above 5 health. 2 Cabal Shadow Priest. You can run 2 Shadow Madness. You can run another Belcher instead of Baron Geddon. But this deck's all about stalling. It's very similar to my Major Domo deck from last week, which you want to see the current and probably final version of the Major Domo deck. I had a Malagos so that if your Prophet Valiant dies, you just play Malagos and double Faceless that. So I've been having a blast just like when I'm bored, just fucking launch this game on my tablet or whatever, or on my phone, and just do Major Domo. Did I say a week ago? I meant 2 weeks ago. Alright. So Valstras here is basically a mill deck. And I think other people have the same idea, but you just go mill versus mill. I'm playing Mill Rogue. Mildred had a lot of troubles. Mostly had to do with the fact that Mildred takes a little while to get going, and you need like Mill Rogue, which has a lot of low-cost spells, so that you yourself don't get milled. So this is a slightly modified version of Mill Rogue to accommodate to beat this fucking asshole, which you'll see right here. Should I get the Mountain Giant? I don't really quite remember how this goes. I have target dummies. This is so that I don't go over the max hand limit and start losing cards. His hero power is 0 mana. Each player draws 3 cards, but he gets a mana crystal.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh no, he's angry now. In normal mode, he only draws 2 cards per person. He doesn't get the gain a mana crystal part is not part of the equation. But in this version, heroic version, he gets +1 mana, so he gets a huge card advantage really easily. Six, 7, 8. Well, this sucks.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how much I do not want to mill myself right now. You have a lot of cards that you have to force yourself to throw away. What I like to do is I like to sap the flame imp and just have him keep flame imping himself like that, because he's an idiot like that.
I've got the beast in my veins.
Here we go.
I'm still gonna mill myself one. I probably should not have done that. The main idea here is I do not want Crowlight Overseers, but I run shit like Deathlords and Dancing Swords to
My hand
make sure he draws more than I do, because he does run Naturalizes, so I need to gang up things like Deathlords or Dancing Swords so that he draws more than I do, which is really hard to actually set up, to be honest.
I've got the beast in my veins.
I probably should have played the normal big game hunter. It's fine. Wow, my Dancing Sword's on the bottom half of my deck. I'm actually gonna lose because of that kind of
hand
RNG.
is too full.
Shit.
Death does not scare me. I've got the beast in my veins.
Yeah, I run Cold Bloods to combo with the target dummies, if you're wondering why. Alright, I need to gang up the Dancing Swords. Fuck, dude. Do you really want to do that?
My hand is too full.
Oh my god, okay. Goodbye.
I'm out of cards.
I'm actually getting fucked really hard right now, by the way. I don't think I can win this. Actually, when I won with this deck, it was complete luck. I didn't even do the math of if it will work properly, and I just like, oh, it worked. I was like, how am I gonna beat this fucking guy? We were both at 0 cards, and I thought he would win it eventually. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. The issue right now is I'm going to fatigue a lot sooner than he is.
I'm out of cards.
But if I can get the Dancing Swords out, I should be fine. Deathwing is panic mode. That's why I have that. 4 damage, so I take 5 next turn. I die. Alright. This is so fucking hardcore. Huh, if I just went face, we would have died at the same time. I can't really do the math when we draw 3 cards, man. Really close game, actually. I played it incorrectly, of course. I could have forced a draw at the least, or maybe even just play... If I played heal bot, and then, like, eviscerate face, or even just eviscerate the dancing sword. Yeah, I probably could have been better. But you see the gimmick here. The idea is try to make sure he has more cards than I do, really. It's just the naturalizes put him into an initial lead. I'm actually not gonna play the target dummy this time around.
It's too late.
This hand is so stupid.
Has taken hold. The fury of Blackrock
Play a creature, please.
through my
Fuck. That's how desperate I have to be. Why target dummy over Wisp, you may ask? It's because I don't... The taunt might be useful, that's all. Really? This is a really bad hand.
death does not scare me.
Probably should have backstopped the other creature.
Here we go.
Whatever. I'm not thinking ahead too much. Enough. The death thing I probably have to throw away. Again, it's panic button. Really? You steal my death? What? What? You gank up my guy? That's not cool, dude. Oh boy.
I've got the beast in my sight. Job's done. Death does not scare me.
I need my dancing swords. Why are the dancing swords always like on the bottom of my deck? What the fuck?
My hand is too full.
Oh my god, I lose. Because of fucking RNG. Thanks, game.
I've got the beast in my sight. Gotcha.
Really? Dancing swords for 2 games in a row in the bottom of the deck. I can't have that. I honestly can't have that if I want to... He's 6 cards ahead of me, and the...
My hand is too full.
I can't have that happen, man. I have to go through so many Death Lords. Which is gonna fuck me up because I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna lose. Oh, that one.
Death does not scare me.
My hand is too full.
Shit.
I'm almost out of cards.
don't think he has vanishes.
I'm out of cards.
All right.
What's happening?
Good.
I'm out of cards.
I have to slow roll the dancing swords and play my anti-heal bots. Oh my god, max RNG. Alright, so he's gonna hero power. I'm gonna take 5, 6, 7, which is 18 damage. He's gonna take also 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't account for my next turn. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Unless he kills my creatures, which he won't do. Oh, he's dead. What? This math is so confusing! I... See? This is how I won the first time around.
Killed one of the good guys. Does this make you sad?
Not really. This is how I won the first time around. It's like, I don't... I'm trying to think ahead, and then I fucking do the math wrong, and then I win by fluke. Well, it wasn't a fluke, but like I didn't do the math properly. I thought I was dead. All right, moving on. So that's a hilarious way to win. I like it. We got ourselves chromaggus. This guy he's the guy who took me 3 hours. So so I have this deck. This is control warrior. Obviously with a few adjustments, but it is pretty much 99% control warrior. I win 1 out of 5 games, pretty much. So this might take a while. I'm gonna do a lot of skipping if I need to. The main thing is mulligan for Fiery War Axe and maybe a lot other early game stuff. The main issue that makes this really hard is the fact that he gets huge tempo leads because of the hero power, which he adds a Brood Affliction card to my hand, and these cards, as long as I hold them in my hand, gives him a benefit, basically. For example, this card, while this card's in my hand, every time at the start of every turn of my turn, he gets 6 health, right? He has one that lowers the cost of his minions. He has one that lowers the cost of spells. He has one that gives him a copy of every card that he draws. He has one that deals 3 damage to my face at the start of every turn. And basically, in normal mode, it only costs 1 mana, but in heroic mode, 3 mana. It's really hard to get these cards outside of my hand. Originally, I had an idea to play Warlock and go Soulfires, Doom Guards, and Succubus to discard these cards. But it's very RNG. It's like sometimes it doesn't discard the right cards and it fucks me over.
Greetings.
And you notice that my hand is quickly getting full, which is why I have Twilight Drakes in here, just to get him buffed up really well. But look at this shit. So while this card's in my hand, spells cost 3 less for chromaggus. So he can like swipe this board right now. Or now he can't. But the main thing that makes this hard is not only this is these two cards right here. So he has like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these cards. 2 mana, 2/3. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, gain 2/2/2. Removing these cards is a bitch. And it's the main reason I've been having trouble is because I cannot fucking remove these cards worth a damn.
Back to work.
Strike.
The most important thing though is you have to when you start getting to this point where he gets minions cost. Okay, so let me quickly say this: the first 4 or 5 of these Brood Affliction cards come in a set order. The green one, then red, then blue, then bronze, and then I believe the last one's black. And then every Brood Affliction card after that is random, so you can have 2 or 3 of the same one, but the first 4 or 5 is exactly the same order, but it's random after that. So that's the thing you gotta be careful about. At least that's how it seems like it works. The main thing is you just need to get lucky, make sure he doesn't get too good of a curve. You notice that he's very wasteful of his cards. It's really easy to get a card advantage, but you just, again, this card is the most important one to make sure it's not never in your hand, because whenever this is in your hand, he draws an extra copy. So when you combo that, he can combo that with Flameheart, so he draws 2 cards, but then he gets a copy of each of those 2 cards that he draws, and then if he gets another Flameheart, he just fucking gets him fucking hella stacked up really easily, which is why you gotta throw away this card immediately. And just try to maintain your health and clear the board. I have an empty board now, which sucks, but I do have Shield Slams and Big Game Hunter for this guy.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Next important card. Early game, if you have the mana for it, you try to throw away the spell card, the blue one. But for the most part, you throw away the red one so that your health doesn't drop too low. Which is what I'm doing right now. This is the bronze one, the lower cost minions. At this point, when he doesn't have that many cards, it doesn't really matter to lower the minion. Like, 1, the mana cost is we're late game, and 2, he doesn't have that many cards, so throwing away the bronze one doesn't really matter. You only start throwing away the green one when you have board control and you have the mana to do it. For the most part, you try to get a huge card and board advantage before you start throwing away the green one. But the red one, if you're low on health, you should throw it away.
Honor made to fit.
Back to work. Gotcha.
He has flame strikes and swipes. That's another thing to be careful about.
I can take the hit.
Oh, this is my lucky day, dude. Again, this literally took me 3 hours to beat him. I tried Fatigue Mage, which I almost beat him with, but then I fucked up at one point, made one misplay, and I got fucked over as a result.
Race for impact.
And then I tried a combo Pally deck, didn't work at all. I tried a combo Prius with Divine Spirit Inner Fire, it didn't work. And I was just fucking in hella salty mood. Like, it just, nothing I did would work.
Race for impact.
But then I made this deck, and then I finally won, and I was like fucking hella happy. But it took me forever, so. I mean, the idea that I had in the normal version, because again, in the normal version, these cards only cost 1 mana, not 3, is that you just combo with like Mana Worms, Mana Dicks, Gadgetzan Auctioneer, so you just get a huge like Miracle, like the old school Miracle Rogue where you ran Mana Dicks and you just combo Conceal and everything to buff it up really fast. That was the idea, but 3 mana is way too costly to do that, and the tempo, like, this game I got lucky. It actually takes me a couple of tries every time to do it, but this time around I got lucky.
Race for impact.
fucking hate this RNG. Like, it's random which one you get, so, like, the fact that he rolled the 3 damage now when I'm this low on health is so lucky. Watch him top deck Alexstrasza, which he's gonna play on my face so that now I'm not nowhere near dying, and then he gets a red one again. That's great.
Brace for impact.
Again, this is basically a control warrior. I run 2 brawls though, instead of just 1. I'll show you the. I forgot to show you the. I'll show you the decks after. I forgot to show you the Prius, the rogue deck. I mean. But once you get board control and he has no more cards left in his hand, it's very easy to maintain it. Maybe reason you run brawls for Nixia. A lot of times I find myself finally getting board control, but then he gets a Nixia and then he combos it with the black card. And then he just gets 2 Anixias, and then it's really hard to deal with. So this is how it's done. Going face. The main thing is that I got lucky this game, but it takes me like 3 games for every one or whatever to win once. What the hell did I just say? I don't know. Anyway, that's lethal. I'm very happy that I won the first try, but too bad I keep mentioning how it took me a lot of tries, so that undermining my success here. Alright, so this is that deck. Mountain Giants and Twilight Drakes, just because you get a huge card advantage. You can probably just have exactly 100% Control Warrior deck, and it will probably work. Ironbeak Owls for the Twilight Drakes, which he sometimes played on turn 4, and you need to clear it. Does it take a few tries to understand how to play the deck. As for the Mill Rogue deck, this is that deck. I would probably throw away the Deathwing. It's there as a fuck it panic mode button. But you notice a lot of these games don't even go to turn 10. But whatever. Modified Mill Rogue, and now we got ourselves Nefarious, which is he's a very fun boss. You'll see. I believe I played I don't actually know what deck I used. I believe I played Mill Rogue. Yeah, I noticed that half the time I just go for the mill decks and they seem to work because they're really good at stalling the game. So I'm gonna just play this Mill Druid deck. Might not be exactly what people are doing nowadays, but it should be for the most part 90% like it. The normal mode version of this game or whatever is actually really fucking cool, but the heroic version is slightly less so. I kept the poison seeds, but probably should have thrown it away in hindsight. So,
My greetings. I am the master here.
you're gonna see what's about to happen.
Behold the true power of Nefarian. Infinite man.
Hero power. Put a random spell from your opponent's class into your hand. This is very, very RNG. I'm like, oh no! What do I do? I'm gonna get fucked. This hand is actually really bad. I should try to mulligan for a Wrath. He has 10 mana! What is gonna happen to me?
To control.
Oh my god. Rigged as fuck. Turn 2, 4, 7, 4, 8, and a 2, 3. But like all the bad AI in the game, he wastes spells like that. Oh my god, whatever am I gonna do in this situation, you may ask. Huh? You have motherfucking Ragnaros helping you. Now, in normal version, at the start of every turn, or at the start of every turn starting turn 3, Ragnaros gives you a random 0 mana card that's really fucking strong. This is actually a really shit one, unfortunately for me. But in heroic mode, you only get one. This is the only one you get. It's random though. There's like 3 or 4 different variants. They're all 0 mana. One of them is like a battle cry, does 6 damage to a minion or to anything. 0 mana 6/3 that does with a battle cry to deal 6 damage to a random enemy, or not random, but a enemy target. And then there's a 0 mana 6/6 taunt, and then there's a spell that's 0 mana, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. There we go. Unfortunately, I think this is the least useful one, at least for my kind of deck. I'm sure if you want to do like a wombo combo deck, you might be able to get it to work. Stole my Moonfire. Now I can kill it with that. I would have preferred to get the 0 mana spell that does 8 damage. Okay, he's playing greedy. Watch this.
Not in heroic mode.
So fucking funny. Because in normal mode, he would Ragnaros would send me give me a minion every turn, which made the fight really easy. The main thing though in this boss fight is that he seems to have a lot of spell removal, but not a lot of minions. Like right now, yeah, he has a lot of minions, but it's more like 50% of his deck is minions, and the other 50% is spells. So he doesn't actually play minions every turn, even though he does get a huge mana advantage, but it doesn't actually make that big of a difference. I would assume that after this turn, he'll probably not play that many creatures every turn.
I wield the power of Blackwing.
Okay, well, I'm wrong. Sue me. I'm gonna die. He has this fucking spell called Tail Swipe, which is 4 mana. Oh, it's not 4 mana, but it deals 4 damage to anything. I have 1 fucking health. Well, the only way out here is to do this. I'm pretty sure he drew all his minions, because he shouldn't have that many more left. Please don't do 1 damage to the face. I beg you. His bite. This is an RNG fight. Because the hero power right there is complete RNG. Anyways, do it again. I got a really shitty Ragnaros card, so it's like, what the fuck? What can I do? What can I say, man? I got unlucky. You know, you guys know the saying. You know, baby rage, never lucky, all that.
Welcome to my personal sanctum, hero. I must protect the wild.
It may seem like I'm keeping weird cards, but I think being able to get, since he gets 10 mana, being able to throw a card out there immediately is very important.
Behold the true power of Nefarian. Infinite mana. Armored dragon scales. My greetings. I am the master here. For the wild. Druid. The wild is mine to control.
This game is rigged. Oh, see, really good card. Oh, let's draw. It doesn't really matter to me if he has cards. Make sure to use my wind fray properly. This guy has so much removal. It's ridiculous. See, tail swipe, deal 4 damage. Voices claw. But yeah, it's. The normal mode version of this boss fight is so fucking fun. Heroic is a lot more tryhard. Oh, he RNG'd into a Force of Nature and now he's going face. That seems smart. Don't want to steal that. I can Pyro heal myself, throw the Sylvanas into Twilight Drake. It's gonna be a 4/4 Twilight Drake. I don't really want to steal that, so I'm not going to. But you notice he's not playing as many minions anymore. That last game was I want to say it's a fluke. Because generally he doesn't get that many minions. Generally.
Let none survive.
Just gonna be patient here, not playing too many creatures. I could mill him one. Huh. I could mill him two actually. So fucking hard. My poison seeds. Those would have been nice. I mean, I could poison seeds right now, but I could just silence this. Let's not be greedy here.
My work is paramount.
Wield the power of Blackwing.
Face. This is an orc? Oh, it is. Okay, that makes sense now. Trying to do math right now. Math is really hard. If I don't die this next turn, I can Tree of Life myself to the victory. That's assuming I don't die. I'm like, look at this shit. Alright. Cool beans. If I want to be even more greedy, I can Starfall this, but I'm not going to. Especially when I have poison seeds.
For Blackwing.
Mill one. Good.
Great outdoors.
Mill two. Better.
I must safeguard the land.
It's looking really good. Unfortunately, playing middle decks kind of ruins the gimmick sometimes, but like the way these guys like hero powers and cards work, like it's so. What the fuck was that? Oh my god, the AI is so stupid. Like it's so like you're so handicapped against them, and you have to play stupid decks like this that can stall out the game. Oh, I heard like playing Face Hunter sometimes work against some of these decks, but I don't want to play Face Hunter. Fuck that, dude. All right. It's unfortunate that I had to Tree of Life early. I actually like to save the Tree of Life as long as needed. With no decks, you don't need to play for the board. You let him put creatures down, then you kill them. See, you went from like last game playing like 5 creatures at turn 3 to playing only 1 or 2 per turn right now. The main thing is you just gotta get lucky with his hero power and have him not get like bite every single time. As long as he doesn't get bite every single goddamn turn, this should be a really easy game.
For the wild.
Blizzard likes their RNG, man.
I wield the power of Blackwing.
He has no more dragons. Because the hero power, the battle cry didn't proc. Is that the most important card to naturalize? I do have poison seeds. Back to back me up in case this goes horribly, horribly wrong.
For the wild.
Right now I have at least 32 health worth of healing because I do have another NT bot and a panda. So I have 32 health. You got claw.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Just gonna play it nice and slow. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my league stuff after this, before I end the video. Oh my god, he got naturalized. That is not good. That allows him to catch up a bit. Oh my god. I need to swap out the Starfire. I would suggest swapping the Starfire for like another Force of Nature. You don't want to draw cards.
For the wild.
You want to make sure he's very, very far ahead in the fatiguing damage than you are, so you don't want to actually draw more cards. You don't really need to anyways. With Colite Oracles and Colite Oracles and the Grove Tenders, you have more than enough card draw against this guy, as long as you draw the right cards in the beginning. Damn it. I'm gonna make use of every heal, so I don't want to waste one heal, so I'm gonna wait until my fatigue starts bringing me below 23 health. You see, I have more than enough removal. I have Poison Seed, Starfall combo, I have Starfire, I have Wrath all left over. He doesn't seem to have any more creatures, which is why he's not playing anything. Now I just gotta hope his RNG doesn't give him a good Druid card. And I should win this because I have a shit ton of healing. I'm gonna play the antique heal bot healing last. Whoops. Okay, he got direct damage. Getting direct damage kind of sucks. You just gotta hope he doesn't get heals or direct damage, and you should be able to outpace him with your in the fatigue fight.
For the wild.
I gotta play Starfire because I don't want to draw. And I should win this at this point, no matter what he gets at this point. At least he gets like a Tree of Life or something. Tail swipe.
For the wild.
I did say I was gonna play the heal bot last, and then I didn't, so I'm a liar. I know. So he's taking 9 fatigue. I'm only taking 4, so I'm 5 cards ahead. It's going really well. Oh, he got healing touch. It's not gonna help him.
For the wild.
Okay, should be my game.
For the wild.
He would have died if I had Starfired here. Oh. Flames.
Well played. I am the master here.
There we go. First game I got hella owned, but this game seems like pretty easy, right? Mill Druid, man. Milling decks in general, fatigue decks, I guess is a proper term nowadays. So fun. The class challenges, you do it yourselves. Like this isn't really a challenge. Like this Warlock class challenge was Demon Lock essentially. You just played Demon Lock against this guy. And the Rogue deck was literally playing Mill Rogue against this guy. So I already played Mill Rogue against him. Except the class challenge Rogue deck had 6 preparations or something like that. It had like 3 or 4 of the milling deck cards, like saps and banish and everything. It was really weird. But yeah, so this is the Mill Druid deck. This is just one bet. I'm not sure if it's up to date. The Sylvanas was added in there to I used this deck I didn't use it during the last week's video, but I used it to this is the deck that I've been using to beat one of the bosses from last time around, which I don't really remember which one it was. I believe it was Omok. So Omok's hero power destroy a random enemy minion. I added a Sylvanas in there just to be able to steal one of his minions. And it's been working really well. In the Major Domo deck, I think I showed this earlier, but I added a Malagos. I re-recorded this. I don't remember if I said any of this. Again, I added Malagos to Faceless the Malagos if the Prophet Valiant dies, but generally try to save the Prophet Valiant for Prophet Valiant Divine Spirit, so he has 14 health, and then you heal him, blah, blah, blah. And you one-shot him with Mind Blast and everything. It's fun. I've been playing a lot of solo stuff, Blackrock Mountain Adventure and all that, and I have not really been playing PvP stuff. Like Arena. I have this fucking Paladin deck, which... Fuck Arena, by the way. A fucking RNG bullshit. I have no fucking legendaries, but I go against people who have 2 or 3. What the fuck is that? Or I go against fucking an asshole who plays Mirror Image turn 1, a mage, and then he plays Micro Machine, and then my very first game with this deck, I have no Consecrates, by the way. I had an opportunity to draft a Consecrate over a True Silver, but I was like, oh man, True Silver is really good. I want that shit. So I ended up getting 3 True Silvers and only had 1 opportunity to get a Consecrate, which I should have gotten in hindsight. But I have no way to deal with, to get past taunts with spells or anything, so I have to brute force through taunts, right? So this guy, fucking mage, game 1, this mage, plays Mirror Image. I was like, wow, what a bad player. Then he plays Micro Machine. And I'm like, shit. I played my 2-drop, I forgot what it was. He clears it with, whatever mage does to clear it, fucking Frostball, Flame Cannon. The Micro Machine, by the time I killed the Micro Machine, it was a 6-2 or a 7-2 or something like that. And I was at 9 health. It was so bullshit. And then I top deck lay on hands and heal myself, and he couldn't kill me. I won the game, so fuck that. The one game that I lost was I got hard countered. You know, you guys know the deal. I played South Sea deckhand turn 1 against like a class that had no 1 damage hero power. It was like a warlock, I think, and then he plays a fucking haunted creeper. Hard counter the fuck out of my South Sea deckhand start, and then he just fucking crushed me. Fuck that guy, by the way. That's my only loss. Anyways, I'll be back for next week, as you guys all know. But before I end the video, let's talk a little bit about League. I'm gonna spend the weekend learning Zed. Some guy on Twitter was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, what should I learn on? What champion should I learn?" With League, like throughout the past like half a year, all the champions I used to main have all gotten nerfed, and now they all suck or they are a lot harder to play and not just steamroll shit anymore. So I've been kind of discouraged when it comes to that, like Ari, Syndra, LeBlanc, Corki, now Blitzcrank, like all these champions that I play have been getting nerfed, man, and it's been like very annoying. So I was like, fuck it, guys, what should I learn? What do you guys want me to pick up? And one guy was like, hey, you should pick up Zed. So I've been doing some researching and reading guides and actually spectating games of Zed to see how Zeds play. And one, I really hate the playstyle that Zeds do, where they split push and 1v1 people. I hate doing that. I'm too used to sticking with my team and just trying to team fight. But I'm gonna be probably over the weekend on my own time. I'm not gonna record, not gonna stream. I'm just gonna play normal games, play on my Smurf, play ranked games on my Smurf, and just try to learn Zed. And sometime early next week, either Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna be back with videos, League of Legends videos on my main account, for reals. And I don't know when I can stream, guys. Like my schedule, I don't want to say my schedule, but it's like for the next half a year or so. Well, right now, throughout this month, I've been taking care of my brother's dog. He's like half a year old, Westie. I think it's like half a year old. Got him like 4 months ago, and he was like a couple months old back then. So I don't know. Been taking care of my bro's puppy. And, well, he's an annoying piece of shit. That's all I can say. Very feisty, very energetic. And been taking care of him. And then next month, I have a relative from China coming over, and he's going to be living with my family and me for like the next couple months, from like all the way until October, when my my oldest brother, gets married, and the relative's gonna stay here all until their wedding and their celebration and shit, and before leaving. So he's gonna be here for almost half a year, and she's gonna it's my aunt. She's gonna be living in the room next door, which was my old room that I used to do videos in. My old room, I used to do videos there. If you watch my very old YouTube videos on my League of Legends channel, and you saw my webcam before I got a green screen, like the background of that shit with the bamboo tree and everything, bamboo plant, I mean. Yeah, she's gonna be living in that room, and that's right next to this room. So one, she doesn't really speak that much English, but I'm pretty sure she understands like fucking shit. And as you guys know, I do cuss a lot. And I'm really iffy about being able to stream, because I might have to just hang out with her and shit, which is kind of weird, hanging out with old ladies. But I don't know. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream, but what I will do if I can't stream is I'll just do what I used to do, which is just record off stream, just record myself playing the game without having to live stream and then upload that to YouTube. But the issue is that it's a different environment, kind of. I used to stream, I used to do videos like this, and I think people like that version of me. But when I started doing live stream and started interacting with my live stream chat, the commentary and everything, the commentary style is all different. So maybe people might not like that as much. I don't know. I'm rambling. All right. I'm done, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Be back with League of Legends early next week. Hopefully I'm not too far behind, dude. Fucking high, Cloud9, GG, press F to pay respects and all of that, dude. Oh my god. Like, all these players. Watching all these players quit make me so sad. Be back next week for the last wing. Hopefully it won't take 5 hours, but this time around it's only gonna take an hour. This video anyways. Hopefully I can edit it down, but be back. See you guys.